Have you ever had a day when even the smallest choices feel overwhelming? You stare at the fridge and can't decide what to eat. You open your to-do list and can't pick where to start. You find yourself scrolling, switching, hesitating, until you feel mentally exhausted before the day even begins. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're experiencing decision fatigue, one of the most common forms of mental overload for adults ages 30 to 50, especially those juggling work, family, deadlines, money, and constant digital noise. And here's the painful truth. Decision fatigue quietly drains your mental energy before stress or anxiety even show up. It steals clarity, slows your thinking, and pushes you into overthinking loops, making you second-guess everything. But the good news is, once you understand the neuroscience behind it, you can restore clarity, save energy, and start making faster, more confident decisions every day. Let's break it down step by step.
Every choice you make pulls from a limited pool of cognitive energy, the fuel your brain uses for logic, focus, and self-control. And here's the shocker. Your brain doesn't care if the decision is big or small. Choosing what to wear burns the same type of mental energy as choosing whether to take a new job. This is why adults today feel mentally drained before lunch. We wake up to dozens of micro decisions, notification bubbles, message replies, schedules, money choices, parenting choices, work choices, and your brain treats all of them as tasks. When that mental energy gets low, your brain shifts into survival mode. This is when stress spikes, emotions take over, and the logical part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, begins to dim like a light losing power. And when the prefrontal cortex dims, you feel it immediately. Your mind gets noisy. Your thoughts start racing. Simple decisions feel heavy, and your anxiety rises because your brain can't process choices the way it normally can. This is why decision fatigue often turns into mental chaos. You start to overthink ordinary things. Your stress reactions become sharper. You feel a growing sense of tension, confusion, or irritability. This is not a weakness. This is neuroscience.
So, how do you fix this? The first step is recognizing a simple truth. Your brain needs fewer decisions, not more willpower. Most people try to push through decision fatigue. But science shows the opposite approach works better, what psychologists call decision streamlining. It means reducing unnecessary choices so your brain can save energy for the ones that matter. Here's how you do it. Start by creating default options for the decisions you face every day. Default breakfast, default work outfit, default morning routine, default start task, default financial rule, default way to end your day. The more defaults you have, the more mental clarity you gain. This doesn't mean your life becomes boring. It means your brain becomes efficient. Think of it like clearing fog off a windshield. The less you must decide, the sharper your thinking becomes. Next, bring awareness to your decision hotspots, times of day when your mental energy dips. For most people, this happens in the afternoon. This is why you feel more anxious, more overwhelmed, or more unfocused later in the day. It's not you, it's biology. Use this to your advantage. Save simple decisions for later, and put the high-impact decisions earlier in the day when your brain's clarity is strongest. Finally, build in micro-recovery windows throughout your day. Just 60 to 90 seconds of stepping away from stimulation, no screens, no choices, no thinking, helps reset your prefrontal cortex and lowers cortisol. These tiny resets do more than you think. They restore mental clarity, they reduce stress and anxiety, and they give your brain a clean slate to handle the next decision with confidence. This is how you reverse the spiral of decision fatigue. You lighten your mental load, restore clarity, and prevent overthinking before it begins.
As you practice these habits, you'll notice something powerful. Your mind will feel quieter. Your decisions will feel lighter. And the stress that once felt overwhelming becomes manageable because your brain isn't drowning in constant choice overload. This is how adults heal from the daily cycle of stress, anxiety, mental chaos, and overthinking. Not by adding more strategies, but by removing unnecessary cognitive noise so the brain can finally breathe. And as your decision fatigue improves, you unlock a clearer, sharper, more energized version of yourself.
If you found clarity in this video, imagine what your life could look like with these science-backed habits built into your daily routine. To continue your mental health journey, the next video on this channel explores burnout, how it develops, how it affects your brain, and the science-based steps to reverse it before it takes over your life. So tap the video on your screen and let's keep building a calmer, stronger, more focused mind together. And if this helped you, consider subscribing to Safe Habits for more neuroscience-based tools you can use every day.